Alright, how's it going? Today we're doing Grasp of Avarice, solo floors, but this time on a hunter. Going to be using Arcstrider with Gathering Storm, along with the Assassin's Cowl exotic helmet. This makes the Arcstrider have the ability to go invisible all the time, also using a 1-2 punch shotgun, a blinding nade, launcher, and the Lament. There are the mods. Thing with invisibility for this is it's very nice because you will be doing a lot of running around collecting things. But it's not going to be too dissimilar to my Titan run. And if you want a full breakdown of mechanics, I'd suggest watching the actual Warlock one. It's my proper guide. So we're just going to start getting combination blow stacks, and dodging to get the lethal current explosion, which is really good ad clear. Gonna clear some stuff out. Then, once I've done this, gonna go back here to spawn more guys, and then cast Gathering Storm in the hole. Now I can just sit back and reap the engrams, which is very nice. I'm going to do the same thing, go over the rock, and then kill everything again. For some reason, it just stopped working. That's great. That was too far back, this one was. Anyway, so now we've got 50, we just have to wait. Blind the wizard, and let's drop down. So since the hunter can't jump as far as Warlock or Titan with a sword, I'm just gonna have to blind the Shrieker and then jump onto this crystal. And then gonna have to blind it again because I'm moving too slowly. And then we can just walk past the rest. Right, then we're going to go in the second door. Jump over the spike platform. Jump around it this time because it's easy. Go in the tunnel. Gonna make the left one fall because it's easier to jump through. Because the right one will block the way. Gonna start jumping up. Then in the far right one. Jump up again. Avoid the trap on the left. Run across those fallen platforms. And onto the I know what it is. Anyway, so we're just going to go on that platform and then jump, sword swipe, jump, sword swipe, and then we're in the end of it. Then going to jump up and hit this switch. This will spawn the Shrieker. You can take it out with a grenade, if you can hit one. Otherwise, I'm just going to blind him and then do the same thing backwards. Be careful not to track the sword swipes towards the Shrieker. Killing that guy to get invisibility in my health back. The invisibility lasts quite a while when you're killing a major. So I'm going to use that to get over there to blind the Shrieker again. And then jump swipe over. You can hit the far door. And then onto the switches section. So we're going to start off with that one. Now going to get some stacks of combination blow going. and also invisibility to avoid the very annoying wizards. So the melee damage might seem a bit inconsistent. Sometimes I'm one-hitting things, sometimes I'm not. That's because of the Spark of Feedback fragment, which will give, I think, maybe a 10 or 20% increase to melee damage once you get meleeed yourself. It means that without any stacks, I can one-hit a drag, or one-hit an acolyte with 1x combination blow. It does prove itself to be quite useful, actually. One thing to note about the Arcstrider melee, with the lethal current thing, is that the aspect with fragment? Ah, whatever. With lethal current, the explosion caused after you melee after a dodge, it will give you health and invisibility thanks to Assassin's Cowl. However, it will not give you combination blow stacks or your dodge back if you get the kill with that and not the melee. I lost my footing before jumping, so that was almost embarrassing. Anyway, I'm just going to rally here. Doesn't make a noise. Bit odd. And we're going to jump over and basically do the same thing as Warlock and Titan, which is run around the left up to the Fallen. Can get a few stacks of combination blow going on this drag. The drag was partially weakened by the ogre, that's why I could kill him. Now we're going to get the Scorch Cannon. Yeah, I'll charge it up. And then go through to the enemies. You can start off by throwing Gathering Storm at that knight. That'll take out the most amount of enemies, probably. Gonna pick up all the engrams while still holding onto the Scorch Cannon because you don't want it to despawn. As you can see, I got the invisibility there, but not the dodge back. They're gonna get some more combination blow stacks, as well as just kill all these acolytes. Invisibility really helps with these Thrall, just because they can be quite annoying. Anyway, we're gonna shoot from the far side, we're gonna then run over while it's charging. We're gonna throw a Gathering Storm like before. Also throwing a nade because, I don't know, I realised I had one and I could use it, because I'll get it back. Alright, so that's 25. So now we're gonna go hide behind the crystal. We're gonna let the Thralls come to us, give us some orbs, as well as invisibility. I think when you're invisible or out of sight, Brazier takes a long while to actually start the thing up. Anyway, so we're going to start with Gathering Storm, then just go to town with Lament. I've become a lot better at killing this guy with Lament, because I've done a lot of runs with it now. Sometimes I actually can predict when he's going to teleport and where. You'll see later, it's quite cool. Anyway, try to get as few aerial attacks as possible, because they do considerably less damage, as well as doing the too light heavy combo, because that is I think the optimal way to do it. So we're going to start over again, just do the same thing. Going to throw a grenade this time because we don't have the super. accidentally throw a blinding nade out because I got the wrong weapon out. It's meant to be a shotgun. Anyway, so now I realize I don't actually need combination blow stacks, so I'm just using the regular melee, the uncharged, which does also count as a charge when you have combination blow stacks on, but whatever. Now, running over. Now we're going to use Gathering Storm again. $25, so no off. Get some thrall kill. Wait for him to start up. There we go. Now you do want to be very quick getting to him to start lamenting so you can get your health back with damage. Because if you don't, as you can see... Oh, I predict the thing there. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway. Otherwise, yeah, you will probably die. I predict it here as well. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, if you don't want that to happen, go on 30 frames. Or just don't use light attack. Sorry, aerial attacks. Aerial attacks do that the most. I thought that missed, so I just placed another one out. That one did miss, which is embarrassing. I don't have my grenade this time, but I do have the momentum transfer on my gauntlet. It's very useful, especially when you're meleeing a lot. And just do the same thing for this room. Now I was looking for ammo here because I realised I didn't already. Trying to get some from the thrall, but apparently 32 is enough anyway. So, as I should have done, I'm actually running up towards him while invisible. Predict that desync. There it is. And there he's gone. Now we're moving on to the Sparrow section now. Sparrow section is the same as before. Just follow the route, hit the lights, and you'll normally be fine. I really should have tried this with a 160, a normal 160 Sparrow, but you know, it never really occurred to me. For this one I pulled back a bit so I get a bit more airtime and then push forward and that jump. And finish it off with a sick handbrake turn and you're done. Now we're on to the Fallen Shield encounter. Once again, completely the same as normal. Get 20 engrams to kill servitors 4 times and launch them up into the shield. Now look for him now. Can't really see where he is. There he is. So, don't need to switch the trajectory. Just gonna go up the right side. And we'll go say hi to him. Alright, so I'm just gonna start punching everything, maybe throw a grenade out. Just, I'm gonna use my super when I think it's best to do it, but that sometimes turns out to be never, because they don't group up enough. Actually, that's not true, they do, you just have to spawn trap them with the door. Now we're gonna cast Gathering Storm on that big group with the captain. That'll give us 20. Now I'm getting combination blow stacks here just so I can one-shot the Servitor with 1-2 punch. I'm not even sure you need 1-2 punch, but I'm still gonna use it. If you have ×3, that is. I only have ×2. So now we're just going to roll them over. Something I realised here is that ability actually makes this bit a lot easier when you're trying to move the Servitor around. So now we're looking for him again. There he is on the right. And do the same thing. I got confused about where that engram was. For some reason I thought it was above me. That would have been a decent time to use the Gathering Storm, but so is now. Loads of engrams on the floor. You just need to pick them up. There we go. I should have just enough time to use combination blow. There we go. I'll look for him again. Where is he? And it turns out he's behind the massive tarp. Which is great that they put that there. Definitely needed to put that there. I wonder how they actually put that there. You know, the foreman, not the developers. If you didn't know, also 1-2 punch does last for 2 whole punches, but it no longer works with Lie's handshake, which makes that exotic completely useless, because it used to do the same thing twice. Now it only does, yeah, I mean it heals when you get the Lie's handshake punch, but you don't get any 1-2 punch from it. It 1-2 punch also does affect the lethal current blast, making it 3 times as strong, which is absolutely wonderful as well. So now we've got 20, we're going to stand on the crystal. One out of combination blow, but there are some jokes. Now we're going to get the Scorch Cannon and realign it before firing the Servitor off. Now looking for the last one, he's down there. I'm not going to be doing any sword fly type things, because I'm not sure I can on a hunter. Cannon bounced, did you see that? It was funny. Now this section always is a bit slow for me, because I can never find big groups of them. They're always so spread out and there are loads of passageways and objects in their way. But, oh well. I realise I don't really need to keep up combination blow too hard. But I use it there. Gonna do the worst Gathering Storm ever. Gonna use this guy to refresh my combination blow stacks with the Servitor. Now we're gonna kill. Turn the cannon back around. And one for the Servitor and hold another for me. And we're done. On to the Avarok fight. Once again, it's fairly similar to the tiny one, except I do manage to do it a bit faster because I do a bit more of a risky strategy. Should also be noted that there is no way to create cover with a rift or a barricade, so dumping all the in-grounds is a bit more risky, so I try to leave that all to the end. I don't need to rally because I didn't use any ammo for anything. So we're going to start off, gonna wait so come, throw a blinding nade out to try and get them. I failed. It's alright. You want to stick something with the Gathering Storm, obviously, so it does more damage to them. However, if you miss in that position, it's fairly decent. I took out the Servitor there because I could. Servitor the Shang, jeez. Also gonna just throw a grenade out for that order, just because I can, because I'm gonna get it back soon. I'm now gonna get 10 engrams. as well as get some combination bow stacks going. Getting 10 engrams to get my super back, so I can sort of take care of the Marauder, if I can find him. I think I just spotted him. Yeah, he's over to my right, or stage right, whatever. Or stage whatever, right, but I missed him in the actual footage. You can also look out for his specific gun that he shoots. It's that one there. Nothing else shoots it in this encounter, so it's the slower travelling arc gun. You see him there, get the blind on him, and then stick him with the Gathering Storm. That will most certainly take him out. There you hear it. So, for the sake of speed, I'm just going to grab those engrams and then grab the remaining 30 I need, and then just do them all at once. I'm also getting melee kills. Because I don't want to dodge and drop the cannon, I'm just going to do it every time I get 10 more engrams. I'm doing this to get combination bow stacks, which I don't really need, but also armor charge. I'm going to leave one alive, so I know that I could go back to him once I've done most of the dumping. Going to hide behind the crystal. Fortunately, since I was invisible, Avrox still thinks I'm over there. So now that I've hit a very low amount, I'm just going to go back and also respawn some friends. I'm just going to get a melee kill and go back to the middle, so I have maximum time with my solar boosted Lament. Throw the Gathering Storm, probably should have waited half a second, but it's whatever. Then gonna just wail on him with Lament. The Scorch Vandal decides to join us, so I kill him too. And that was a good chunk of damage, I'd say over 40%. It's very nice. Gonna blind 2 crewmates and throw a pulse grenade to get some sort of damage just in the interim. Got loads of ammo on the floor, which is lovely. Just gonna get some combination blow stacks this time. I'm then gonna assault the Marauder, just to see if I can. This is quite risky, but I managed to do it. I'm then going to use these 10 engrams to get Gathering Storm and throw it at the shank. It is actually pretty easy to hit the shank with that. I think there's a bit of aim assist. But when the marker turns red, that means it's probably going to hit. So I can finish him, and he would probably kill me, so I'm just going to wait a little bit and then go around and use the aerial attacks with Lament. That is not the best strategy, but it does work very well, just that little chunk. Then I'm going to get the rest of the engrams and do the whole thing again. So yeah, if you didn't know, it's 60 in total you need. We just got 10 from the Marauder, and then we'll get 50 more to finish it. And now we've got 50. Gonna remember that I need to get armor charge stacks. I really should have gone an engram to increase my timer, but yeah, I don't know, I just didn't do it. I do realise that it's going to be very risky to get him more armor charge, but since I did so much damage in the first phase, it's a comfortable 3 phase, so I know I don't have to do it. I was hiding beneath there because I was very low on ammo, health, and then just going to start waving. Swipe back at the Scorch Vandal. I missed my chance to throw the grenade, so I'm just gonna try to get a little bit of preliminary damage. And pick up the Scorch Cannon and get 10 more engrams. Or, no. Yeah, I'm gonna get combination blows stacks here. Now, of course, I have to find the guy. Blinding him does make him visible, which is very nice. And I'm not gonna risk death, so I'm gonna jump back. For whatever reason, I thought a grenade would be a good idea. Now I thought I was gonna get some engrams, but instead I'm just gonna get some more combination blow stacks. Accidentally kill everything. And I'm just gonna go for it. Don't know what that was. I just realized it was a terrible idea halfway through. Almost fall down to my death, that was lovely. Find the guy, there he is. And he's dead. So we're gonna do the same thing now. Try not to get stomped by Avarok, and then throw out my super. And I'm gonna blind him so I can sort of dunk in peace and also finish him off with the Lament. I think blinding him makes him fall down a bit, but I'm probably wrong. Anyway, so I'm now just waiting for a new Scorch Cannon to appear. There he is. He's gonna jump over. Apparently. Yep, there it goes. And I'm gonna get the last 50. And now I'm gonna get some more armor charge stacks, because then I'm done, and leave some alive. Honestly, I don't know why, because I don't even need them at this point. And I realized I only have 49, so I'm like, oh shit. Apparently one fell down there and I didn't see it. Managed to catch it before it explodes, which is nice. Then hiding behind the crystal. Apparently you can get stomped through that. I'm really just doing this for health at this point. more than armor charge stacks. And then finish off with the limit. Except me pooping off there, but it's fine. Scorch Vandal's coming up again. He likes to come over this time. And we're done. Alright. So, that was Grasp of Avarice with Solar Thoughts on Hunter. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Like and subscribe if you did, and yeah, see ya.